Hey coaches, it's Bonnie. How you doing? I am making this video for you all about challenge groups. And especially last week, if you heard the National Wake Up Call, it was about challenge groups and how important they are in our business. And also Don had posted this amazing video about coach that shared how to go to diamond in 90 days. And again, her secret was all about successful challenge groups. So challenge groups truly are so important in building great coaches and then in essence building a great business. So I'm going to go over with you some ideas about how to keep your challenge groups really great. So first of all, we all know the reason that they're so important is because it provides your customers with everything that they need in order to succeed at reaching great goals. You want them to have a really great experience at being successful in reaching their weight loss and fitness goals. The better their experience, then the more passionate they're going to be about the products, and they're going to want to share them, and the passion's going to come through, and the greater the chances are that they're going to want to then be coaches, because if they're sharing their passion for the products, or people are going to be coming to them to find out what they're doing when they see the changes that they're making in their bodies, people will come to them, and that's when you will, say to them, why don't you do this as a business? And, you'll suggest that opportunity to them. So challengers make the absolute best coaches, the ones that are strong challengers that made really great results in their bodies. So that's why it's so important. It provides them, most challenge groups have people who are doing both drinking Shakeology and doing one of the Beachbody fitness programs, as well as providing them with the group support that the challenge group provides them with, and you as their personal health and fitness coach that's going to help them every step of the way. So that's why challenge groups are just so vital, and in making them really strong and keeping them really engaging is what creates the momentum and people coming back and staying motivated. So creating challenge groups that are really strong and helping people to stay connected is really the most important key to the whole idea of challenge groups. And I'm going to give you some tips. I've had a challenge group that's been very successful, and I'm going to definitely take some of the ideas, like we keep saying, this is a journey. So no matter how long you've been in the business, we're always constantly learning. And even though I've had a successful challenge group, I definitely still want to continue to learn, mix it up, and try different things. But like I said, my challenge group has been successful, and people are very engaged in it. So I'm going to give you some ideas of things that you can do to make yours very successful as well. The first thing is, don't be afraid at all to start a challenge group if you haven't yet. It basically is just creating a private group on Facebook and call it whatever you want. If it's for a specific program, then you can have that program name in the title. If it's for a multi-program, then you can just say, a general, let's get fit for the summer group or something, multi-fitness challenge group or something like that. And then I only have people join that I put into my challenge group who have ordered a challenge pack. So I want everybody in the group drinking Shakeology and doing one of the fitness programs. I've had some exceptions where someone had a problem with, drinking Shakeology because maybe they had an allergy or something. So in, certain circumstances, I'll let them in. But I want, then you can also have a separate group that's a free group for just anybody who's interested in improving their fitness and their nutrition. And then you can use that as like a warm market pool that you can then pull people into your paid challenge group. But I'm focusing more on the paid ones that have been successful, and those are the ones that really create great coaches because they're doing the Beachbody fitness programs and drinking Shakeology and developing the passion for the products. So the first tip that I'm going to give you to make sure that you're creating a successful challenge group is leading by example. You need to make sure that you make it very clear to all of your challengers that you yourself are following one of the Beachbody fitness programs and you're staying committed to it as well. So in my challenge group, I really encourage everybody to post their sweaty pics every day. And I post my sweaty pic every day, every single day. You know, once I'll have a rest day or two over the weekend, I'll still post, you know, other things, but I post my sweaty pic every single day during the week. And that in itself is leading by example by showing everyone I'm making my fitness a priority. So, you know, if I'm going to be telling my challengers that they need to make their fitness a priority and make sure to get it in and be committed to it and set aside time every day to make sure it gets done, then I sure as hell better be doing the same thing to show them that, you know, this is how you do it and lead by example. That's going to establish trust so that they feel like, you know, you're telling them things that you're willing to do, that you're doing as well, and they're more likely to follow you in your footsteps. So that's the first thing, that you want them to feel like you're leading them down the right path by you setting an example. Also, you want to share, be real with them. So I share my slip-ups. You know, I share when I've gone off of my nutrition and I've overindulged, and I let them know that I'm getting right back on, you know, that although I messed up over the weekend, I might have, you know, had too many desserts or cocktails or whatever, you know, that I'm back on now. So it shows them that they're human and you're human and it's okay. And the important thing is that when you slip up, not to feel horrible about it and beat yourself up for it, because it happens to all of us, and just to get right back on. So I'm real, and I share that with my challengers as well. So that's another way that you can lead by example, so that they see that you don't have to be perfect, so they don't feel bad when they're not perfect. Then the second tip that I'm going to share with you is accountability. You want to hold them accountable. So I require sweaty pics. If I don't see someone posting sweaty pics for, you know, a couple of days, then I will reach out to them. So I'm holding them accountable. They know that I'm watching them. And, you know, every time that they post a sweaty pic, of course, I'm always going to comment on it. So that's another thing. You need to make sure to always comment on every single post, even if it's not a sweaty pic, even if it's someone who's just posting that they did their workout and, you know, telling you what it was and how they felt about it. You want to comment on every engagement. So you're holding these people accountable, because if you see that someone's not engaging, then you're going to message them and find out what's going on and let them know that, you know, you're there for them if they're having any kind of struggles or challenges. And you know, you're making sure that they know that you're watching them, that, you know, you're expecting to see them engaging, and you want to know how they're doing with their weight loss and their fitness goals. Another idea that I think I just heard about recently that I think I'm going to start doing is requiring people to send on Sunday nights their updates for the week, like maybe their weight and their measurements, or a picture, you know, in a private message, just so that I can see how they did during the week. And it's a great way to give them a sense of, well, if someone's checking up on me, then I better behave, you know, that sort of thing, because they're not going to want to come back to you week after week saying, I didn't do a good job, I sucked this week, or, you know, I wasn't following the plan or anything like that. They're not going to feel good about that. So, you know, the people who are really focused and committed to achieving their goals are going to want to please you as well as themselves. So I like the idea of holding them accountable in that way as well. And I'm going to have to start thinking about putting that into play also. I actually thought about doing a Zoom call, like a weekly Zoom call with my challengers, so they can share how they did that week and maybe ask questions, or want to, you know, maybe have some suggestions for the other members. And it's also developing that connection with, you know, the other members as well, which is also another tip that I'm going to be giving you. So the other thing that I wanted to, the third tip that I was going to suggest is the connection that you want to instill between you and them and the other challengers on the page. The connection is really the thing that keeps everybody coming back, because when you're connected to a group of people, you enjoy that. You enjoy that sharing with them. So there's many forms of connecting. Of course, posting sweaty pics is great because they get to see your face and they see that you're working your butt off, and we share that with each other. But also maybe posting videos. That's a great way of connecting. It's even more personal than just a picture. It's talking to them and connecting with them on that level. The Zoom call that I just mentioned would be a great way to connect. And then different things that you can do on the page to get people connecting with each other, posting about more than just fitness and nutrition, like maybe asking people to share a picture of their pet, or a picture of their family, or asking questions like, what did you do this weekend? Or, to share your favorite recipe. Getting people involved is a great way to get them to connect. But when you're talking about more than just fitness and nutrition, I think that people will connect more on a whole person basis than just focused on fitness and nutrition, because they're going to start to get to know each other, and you're going to show that you want to get to know them as a person, not just as a challenger, but as a person as well. So anytime you want to, think of different themes maybe to get them involved, and talk to them about all the different things that are going on in their life, maybe what their favorite hobby is, and things like that. So those are just ideas of ways to connect with your challengers and getting them to connect with each other. And that connection will certainly get them more committed to being part of that page and showing up every day. And then the fourth tip is engagement. And that's similar to connection, because you want them to be connected, and part of that is staying engaged on the page. So different ideas, like I heard in the wake-up call, is doing contests, which I love that idea as well, individual and team contests. You can split the challenge page into groups of 2 and get them to, compete against each other, give them points for sweaty pics, points for videos, points for sharing recipes. You can give them points for different things, and then whichever team wins, you can give prizes. Would be a great idea. Little things. Send them maybe a free sample of Shakeology, or a sample of E&E. Just little things that you can share with them. And what else? There were some ideas of posting, like asking them to post their favorite recipes. And of course, clean eating recipes is a great way to get people engaged. Shakeology recipes, clean eating recipes, asking for them to share theirs that they enjoy the most. And then, of course, posting articles about nutrition and fitness, and maybe asking them questions about those articles, how they feel about it. And motivational messages. Every day I post a motivational message in addition to my sweaty pic that's going to give them that motivation and inspiration to stick to their nutrition and their fitness goals. So you can ask questions in the motivational messages like, what did you do today that's getting you to your goals? Things like that. But so those are all the tips that I would give you in order to keep your groups engaged and keep them strong. But as we all know, getting those people to stay engaged and really commit to doing the things they need to do in order to get the best results is key in order to getting great coaches, because the challenge groups really is the bridge between customers and coaches, and that's what we use. So the more results that you're getting from your customers, the greater the chance they're going to turn into great coaches. And one idea is, if you have customers that are getting great results, then suggest to them to post it on their page, or ask them if you can post it for them. You can ask them for their before and after pic. Of course, after is really your now pic, because our journey never ends, when they started and where they are now, and ask them for their before and now inches lost and weight lost. And then you can create your own collage and your own post and tag them in it, or even just post it on their wall and say, I want to congratulate, or I'm so excited, and ask them if it's okay, get their approval for you to do that. And then as soon as they see all of the comments that they're going to get, and people are probably going to be asking them what they're doing, then that's when you start to coach them into, well, all these people are interested. I will get on the phone with you and talk to them. And you don't even have to talk if you don't want to, or I can tell you what to say and you can have the conversation with them. And whoever signs up, that's going to help you, because you're going to wind up making money from it. And you can, from just 3 customers, you can get your Shakeology paid for. And you can either offer the refer 3, get one, get yours free idea, where if they allow you to post on their page and they get 3 customers that you'll talk to for them. If 3 sign on with at least a Home Direct Shakeology order, that their Shakeology will be paid for with the commission that they'll make from that. So you can use that. And then you can, also once they start getting excited about all their comments, then you can talk to them about the business. Say, have you ever thought about doing this as a business? Because you can, you've already established yourself as someone who's so inspirational to all of your friends. So, and then start talking to them about being a coach. So that's what I had for you today. I hope that you found some value in it. And I'm sorry that I'm not there for you this week because I'm away on a cruise. But I really enjoyed this group, and I wish you all the best, and I want you all to stay engaged with me and let me know how you're doing. All right? This was a really awesome group, and I thank you all for really being part of it and really committing to it, because you're all awesome. All right, take care. Bye-bye.